me today. We have been on the phone quite a lot in the last weeks and months, but nothing can replace a meeting in person. 160 days. 160 days that still more than 100 Israeli citizens are in the hands of Hamas. 160 days of suffering for them, an unbearable incertitude for their families and friends. They are in our thoughts and prayers, just as the memory of the more than 1,200 who were brutally murdered on October 7. We will not forget them. Blessed be their memory. In these dark hours, my country stands by the people of Israel. From day one, our message has been clear. Israel has the right to defend itself against the terror of Hamas, and all hostages must be released. This cruel crime must end now. Israel's military operation in the Gaza Strip has now been going for about 5 months, and large parts of Hamas military infrastructure have been destroyed. During these 5 months, the cost in human lives and the number of civilian casualties has grown to be extremely high. Many would argue much too high. As a partner and as a friend of Israel, I have shared my concerns about the development of this war with the Prime Minister. By fighting Hamas terrorists, Israel is pursuing a legitimate goal. Never again end October 7. The longer the war lasts, the higher the number of civilian casualties rises, the more desperate the situation of the people in Gaza become, the more this begs the question, no matter how important the goal, can it justify such terribly high costs? Or are there other ways to achieve your goal? Take the ground offensive in Rafah. The military logic is one consideration, but there is a humanitarian logic as well. How should more than 1.5 million people be protected? Where should they go? I also spoke to the Prime Minister today about the need to provide the people in Gaza with comprehensive humanitarian aid supplies. We cannot stand by and watch Palestinians risk starvation. That's not us. That is not what we stand for together. Much more humanitarian aid is needed continuously, reliably. I shared my concerns with the Prime Minister that provision of aid from Israel into Gaza and the conditions for distribution must be urgently and massively improved. And finally, we need a hostage deal with a longer-lasting ceasefire. I know how difficult it is to reach an agreement with the Hamas terrorists, but we understand the hostage families who say after more than 5 months, the time has come for a comprehensive hostage deal for saving those who are still held captive. I want to express my appreciation for all the mediation efforts undertaken by the government of Qatar as well as Egypt. They have our full support. What also remains important from my view, Hezbollah must withdraw from the border area north of Israel. We are working on this on the basis of Security Council Resolution 1001 with the United States and many others. A regional military escalation would have unforeseeable consequences. We need to make any effort to avoid this. For me as German Chancellor, one thing is essential: Israel's security. It is at the center of all my efforts and thoughts here. Terror against Israel must be fought consistently, but terror cannot be defeated with military means alone. We need a solution to this conflict that ensures sustainable, lasting security. Sustainable security will not come from higher walls and deeper ditches. It will come from a positive perspective for both people, Israelis and Palestinians. A perspective for a future where Palestinians can responsibly take care of their own affairs, govern themselves. The Gaza Strip and the West Bank belong to the administration of the Palestinian Authority. The PA needs to be reformed and strengthened, both in terms of personnel and structure. Self-government and Palestinian statehood can and must be designed to meet Israel's security needs. There is no contradiction here. On the contrary, lasting security for future generations of Israeli people lies in a solution with the Palestinians, not against them. And in the end, this means a negotiated two-state solution. This also includes the normalization of Israel's relations with its neighbors, especially with Saudi Arabia. Israel's strategic security lies in Palestinian self-government in partnership with Saudi Arabia and other states in the region in sustainable peace. Germany stands by Israel as a partner and a friend. We support you with actions and with honest words.